Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of January 6th. This is for Libra. Libra, here we are. We are in Capricorn season, fellow cardinal sign. We lead a little differently than they do, but here we are. We are in a time of getting all the things we want in order. And know that it is technically the Epiphany today. The Epiphany is when the wise men showed up, but there's also a tradition where, and I believe it's in the Mediterranean countries, where the mothers and grandmothers, mostly because if they were the ones who were catering the holiday festivities in their households, this is their first day that they finally get to rest and relax after all of that energy. And that is what I would like to see the collective enjoy, is that rest and restoration of the winter time. Because also the Lunar New Year, the Year of the Horse, technically doesn't start until February 17th. So we got a hot minute before we're there. We are in this time of pause before that horse can really launch and take off. So take this time to really transform, let any weight go so that we can be the butterfly launching off into that horse season, yeah? Okay, and so I am using the Enchanted Map deck as it's my best deck to get into those little details that we need for the year. And it is, yeah, they're very blunt. That's the main reason why I like them, is because they will very bluntly tell me what we need to do. So Libra, what we got going on right now? All right. I think I see it. Stormy fields, amazing for us. Stormy fields. And so this is what I'm saying, is that it's the winter time and we are like sort of kicking up this for feng shui specifically. The time period between the solstice that we had in December till, February 17th, stormy fields is this chaotic moment. And I've been doing it, and my lungs are feeling it, where you basically, to clean something properly, you got to take everything off of it, clean the surface, and then intentionally what needs to be here, what can go. So Libra, right now we're kicking up the dirt, kicking up the dust, muddying those waters, but it's to do so that we are really picking out what is necessary, what is not necessary. It's a good place to be. It's starting. Gemini also had this, so air signs are doing a thing this week where so this is Golden Palace, and Golden Palace reversed is here to show us where we have this oasis, this Shangri-La out there that we are prioritizing. And because it's reversed, it is fully fantasy. It's an oasis. It's not real. And so Libra, be living here and now. Do not be living in some fantasy of the future or romanticization of the past. You want to be here and now. And the stormy fields, we're kicking up a lot of dirt and things aren't looking pretty right now. But the point of all of this kick up is so that we can get to what is actually tangibly here for us now. So Libra, don't get distracted by some fantasy that maybe a person is giving you. Don't be distracted by a fantasy of like, I can have this, I can. But right now we're here. We're in reality, and reality is saying that no, you need to be here and now, fully present. And yes, things are up in the air. Things are very up in the air, but like feel into your body where you are. There's a hummingbird. Be here and now with the hummingbird, Libra. Oh my God, it almost came up to my window. Amazing. See, Libra, here and now. Like that wasn't a fantasy. That was an actual bird. Here and now. But if I were to be in my own la la land, I wouldn't have been able to be present with it, right? Okay, here's the card. Capricorn season. Details. It's reversed, and you can see because it's reversed. There's a magnifying glass and it's pointing out to clarity. You need to be looking into the details to find the clarity. So yes, we're kicking up all this shit, but the reason why we're doing it is because now we can tangibly look at, I have ripped apart this room like 5 times in the last few weeks because, for one, I think my nieces took something from me, and then 2, like I like am making absolutely sure and clear that they did before I go to their mom about it. But like, yeah, sometimes you need to rip apart everything to see if it's what's needed, because in that process I have also been removing things that, yeah, I don't freaking need them anymore. So that's a part of the feng shui thing too, is, yeah, like, go through everything. It's like you Marie Kondo things every season. Like, if you at least do it now in this season between Yule and February 17th this year, but sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later. But you take this time to do that, like a big gutting once a year. The more you do it, the less you have to like do it. Like I said, I've done it like 5 times, I think, in the last few weeks, but I don't have as much stuff as I did when I started to feng shui things in 2019. 2019 is when I first started doing this practice. And so some people like to do seasonal cleaning. So say you have a winter cleaning, a spring cleaning, like getting ready for winterizing down the line, summer stuff. Like, you take whatever time you need to, Libra, but right now all of it is lined up for you to do your big detailed clean out. And I'm talking very tangibly, but this also goes for relationships or like contracts you have with people, getting detailed right now about how you want to move forward. This is our opportunity to grab anything that we need to in this moment. All right, Libra? Well, happy cleaning. happy Epiphany, I guess. That's where we are too. And I'll see you next week. Bye.